I know we've said this plenty of times here in TSW, but are you ready to see a fight, Roy Turner?
Well, this is where we strap in. This is where we literally batten down the hatches because they are going to tear.
Oh no, wait a minute, this is getting started right away. I'm in Warsaw.
Before I could even get a thought out, this has gone south. This is already underway.
And his opponent, Rodney Mack.
Who made his way out as Ivan Warsaw was trying to make a dramatic entrance there. Rodney Mack was waiting in the wings and came out right behind him, and here we go.
Yeah, Mac Miller does not need to introduce this man. Rodney just introduced himself to this crowd and reintroduced himself to Ivan Warsaw. This is going to be a war.
That is absolutely right. These two guys, no love lost whatsoever. Two big men who have been all over the world, Roy Turner, all over the world fighting.
Well, they were all over this venue. Before we went on the air here, I looked up and I was like, oh my goodness, I was trying to protect my children. These two were fighting over here in the aisles.
Footage that you have seen of a meet and greet that happened here at Southern Junction earlier tonight, the fight that broke out there, and it continues here tonight as Rodney Mack is now throwing Warsaw into the ring where the rest of this crowd will be able to see what happens.
Well, it just goes to show you right now that all bets are off. Anything can happen.
The bell has rung, and this match is underway officially, our main event here tonight.
And Rodney Mack couldn't wait to get his hands on Ivan Warsaw. Couldn't even wait for him to get to the ring.
Didn't wait
and wants to punish this man.
Great crowd on hand here tonight to see this great match, and also already bleeding from the nose is Ivan Warsaw. This is going to be a fight just all over this place. I can't wait to see what goes down, but I do want to say here as this thing gets in the ring and gets underway, great honor to work with you, the great Roy Turner, here tonight, calling this action here on TSW.
And right back at you, Bob. I tell you right now, each and every time we get a chance to do this, I just feel invigorated. You have reignited my love for this thing that we call professional wrestling that we both have such a passion and love for.
That's because I'm wearing catnip for cologne. Oh, wow. Sidewalk slam there.
Well, whatever it is, keep wearing it. It's working.
All right, good. Sidewalk slam now from Rodney Mack, who during this fight pulling out an actual wrestling move there. 2, and that's all it's going to be.
And like I said, I didn't think we were going to see too much of that. We knew it was going to be a fight. We knew it was going to be messy. I didn't think we were going to see, some color this early.
Rodney Mack could have possibly even broken the nose of Ivan Warsaw in the early going of this as Warsaw was trying to make his way to the ring there, and that couldn't help the situation any.
Well, it's so funny. When these two face each other, it doesn't feel like a wrestling match, does it? It feels like a war.
Warsaw is now on the floor.
And the dog howls and barks at the moon, and the crowd here loves it.
Rodney Mack now coming out on the floor following Ivan Warsaw and stalking the injured Warsaw, who is now laying bleeding on the floor in front of these great fans here tonight. And a little bit of offense there from Warsaw trying to fend off Rodney Mack.
And Rodney, of course, along with his wife Jazz, they are the patriarch and the matriarch of course, the Dog Pound Championship Wrestling and the Dog Pound Dojo in San Antonio. So many people look up to Rodney Mack, also our fans here as well, and he does not want to let that fan base down.
I would venture to say a good portion of the talent we have seen here tonight trained in some form or fashion, at least at some point in their career, by Rodney Mack and Jazz.
Absolutely. So much alumni that we saw just on this very card.
You talk about leaving a mark on pro wrestling, that is exactly what Rodney Mack has done. Not only making a name for himself in professional wrestling, but passing down that legacy.
Absolutely. Not only just as a competitor, but as a trainer, as a mentor, but as an example. That's like what Natalia Class was talking about at the top of this program. I'm so glad that we began with her and ended with Rodney Mack to see the lead by example.
Warsaw's back being busted on that ring apron there, which has little to no give. In fact, none at all when you're in the area they are of the ring right there. Warsaw now thrown back into the ring. Rodney Mack rolls in to follow.
Well, of course, Rodney knows that he's got to pin this man.
Yep, that's what he does. 1, 2.
And And, somehow, some way, as much as he gets to use the outside and gets to use this ring as his own weapon, ultimately, he still has to pin him 1, 2, 3 in the middle.
What is Rodney Mack doing now? Going up to that second rope here. What's it going to be? Those punches now to the head. Warsaw grabbing. Oh, no, dropping him into the corner buckle pad there.
And
which only slightly covers that steel underneath.
Absolutely. And you always have something else, too, is that most people couldn't even survive one of those punches. And Warsaw just took a 6-pack of them.
Rodney Mack, definitely a grizzled veteran of the ring, but Warsaw, a mean streak that he uses to his advantage and continues to use right now against Rodney Mack.
Well, the big red dog also is able to use intimidation. That's not going to come into play here. You're not going to intimidate Warsaw. He may be even smaller, but the man is fearless.
Ivan Warsaw, Rodney Mack, two of the best big men in the business right now, and they are squaring off here tonight. And right now, at least for the time being, keeping it in the ring as Warsaw tries to bend that arm into a hammerlock and then throws him shoulder first. Rodney Mack crashing into that corner there with that injured shoulder.
And that could prove to be, affecting the outcome of this match here.
You think as we sit here, Roy Turner, just feet away from this ring in a smoky arena, and kind of the dim lights and the crowd hollering, and you see two big men hammering it out in the ring here. It brings you back to the days when professional wrestling, the glory days of Texas wrestling, and that's exactly what you're seeing here on Texas style wrestling.
And that's you nailed it, Bob Malden. I'll tell you right now, couldn't have said it better myself. This is why I love seeing this, because this is the wrestling that we love. This is done right and done Texas style.
Rodney Mack now got that press and throws him over the top rope, and wow, did you see the ring?
And the dog is rolling.
Irish whip now, Warsaw hitting the ropes, he comes off, huge back body drop.
Look at the height he got on that.
Wow. What a great move.
He looks busted up again, Bob.
1, 2. Referee Fermin Perez hopefully keeping a better eye on this one than he did with that tag match with John Omari and Rock Anthony and the Russell twins earlier. Ooh, that corner post.
That right there could prove to be the end for Ivan Warsaw in this match.
Ivan Warsaw just falling out of the ring as Rodney Mack now follows him down. I wanted to say oozing out of the ring because it looked like he just sort of oozed down the side of the ring there as he fell out just a limp noodle.
I'm not sure he even knows where he is right now, but Rodney Mack is about to remind him that, yes, you are still in this, and I want to win.
Rodney Mack rolls in to break that count. As he's now down there, he has a hold of Warsaw here. What's it going to be? Dangerously close to those steel steps.
And that's not where you want to be looking up at Rodney Mack.
A lot of sharp edges out there you want to watch out for. Oh, no, here comes Warsaw now around our side of the ring here.
And right here in front of this capacity crowd we have here tonight in Southern Junction in Irving, Texas, who are just getting such a treat here tonight.
In the shadow of the Alamo, where Rodney Mack has trained so many greats in San Antonio, Texas, he has now found himself into the corner post. And I can't tell if he hit head first or shoulder first, but now Warsaw is up on the stage in front, and the count out has happened. This is a double count out as these two have fought outside of the ring.
This cannot happen this
way.
We need a
The referee has called this a double count out.
And this match is over technically, but these two still fighting on the floor at the feet of the fans.
These great fans deserve better than this. This cannot end this way. We need a clear winner.
And these two will not be broken up, and now we have more referees spilling out of the back here as these two continue to fight, and now we have wrestlers making their way out from the back here. And what in the world is it going to take all these guys to pull this apart here? Ivan Warsaw and Rodney Mack continuing to fight even after that double countout. And this match is over, but the hatred is not, as it takes most of the locker room now to keep these two apart.
And it looks like that they're not going to be successful. We need to empty the locker room here. Hell, we might have to get security involved here. These two still want to go and beat the hell out of each other.
I've seen the security guards here, and I think these wrestlers could probably handle it a whole lot better than they could. But Rodney Mack is out here trying to, the crowd egging him on here. Oh no, here comes Warsaw. Here comes Warsaw now jumping over the crowd, and now they're coming over here in front of us.
Right here in front of us. Look at this great action. This looks like a repeat of what we saw before we went live here. During the meet and greet, the hatred has only grown in the short few hours.
These two fighting.
It looks like a wreck out on I-95.
Here on the floor, and I don't know if you're seeing this, but Midnight Special being stalked by Haas Holding, and these wrestlers are over here trying to hold apart Rodney Mack and Ivan Warsaw, who snuck up and jumped Mack from behind, and now it looks like they've separated the two of them again for now. We have not seen the end of this, Roy Turner.
What is it going to take?
What is it going to take? I hope that we have answers to that very soon here, but the entire locker room emptying out here to keep these two apart, and who knows when we'll ever see the end of this.
This war has only just begun.
Oh no, there they go again! Rodney Mack this time.
Just when we thought we had them separated, just when we thought that we had a moment of peace here.
We are out of TV time here, ladies and gentlemen. We will keep our cameras rolling and try to call as much of this as we can, but it's still going. And wait a minute, hold on. It looks as if they may have them separated for the time being. We're out of time here, but again, our cameras will keep rolling.